Hello, Tipton Baptist. This is our Holy Week Bible study / word of encouragement, and this is midweek because our Friday word of encouragement will come by way of our Good Friday service, which will be in person there at the building in church. So for our midweek Bible study, I want to come to you with a thought, and the thought is stemming from John chapter 17 and verse 3, and we read, "And this is eternal life, that they may know you, the only true God, and Jesus Christ, whom you have sent." This verse comes from the high priestly prayer of Jesus Christ shortly before the events began, with him going through the torture and all the illegal activities toward him, where he would be captured and tried and sentenced to death illegally. All of these things were on the verge of happening, and Jesus, of course, in John, the Gospel of John, we read this high priestly prayer where he almost rededicates himself to the will of the Father, out of love for the Father, out of desire for the Father's glory to be seen. The key words in John 17:3 that get me: eternal life, knowing him, God, and Jesus Christ having been sent for those reasons. For eternal life, to be known by knowing the God of the universe through the one who was sent, revealing God, who was God, Jesus Christ. Oswald Chambers said, "All heaven is interested in the cross of Christ, all hell terribly afraid of it, while men are the only beings who are more or less ignoring the meaning of the cross." It's a scary thing to know all there is to know about Jesus Christ, to know that he had come to reveal the Father's glory to us, to see it in person through a human named Jesus Christ, who was God. It's a scary thing to have so much knowledge and really still be in a position where we don't find it interesting, where we ignore it. Oh, that we would not ignore it. Leading up to Good Friday service, as we're walking through each day of this week, almost as if we're walking along with Jesus the last few days of his life. Keep in mind the power and the purpose that Jesus Christ was walking with and for. The cross that's about to happen here just in a few days on our Good Friday, the cross that's about to happen is the center point of all of world history. The calendar is framed by it. Our lives are surrounding it, whether believers believe or non-believers don't believe. Everything in all creation is surrounding and centered, focused on this cross. John Chrysostom said, "By the cross we know the gravity of sin and the greatness of God's love toward us." And that's something that we accept and receive and love. And that's something that the world rejects, but it's still the focal point for the world because it's rejected. It has to be known to be rejected. And the world knows that. Let's walk toward our Friday, knowing what had happened all those years ago, as we remember it and memorialize it this Friday. Let's walk toward this Friday, thinking of eternal life, thinking of the fact that we know God by the one God sent named Jesus Christ, who was the Son of God. Let's not forget this, and let's think and see him for who he was. Just ponder. That's all I ask. Read through John 17. Read the prayer that was Jesus' prayer for his disciples just before everything started to turn. The wheels began to turn. That was the beginning of the end for his earthly life. Just be thinking about it. Ponder it. No more study. We've filled our minds. Let's just pause the study and meditate on what we've already studied. Thinking about who God is, what eternal life is, what it means for us to know God, and what it means for us to see the cross for the value and the immensity of the power and purpose of it. So that's my encouragement to you today. That's our Bible study today. So be in the Word, be prayerful, be thoughtful, ask for wisdom, and I look forward to seeing you this Friday. God bless.